We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Clay Skipworth and Brandon Cortese of Budget Blinds of Middle Tennessee, and I'm so glad to have you guys on the show because when it comes to window treatments, we don't really talk about them a lot, but they're so important to the final look of a home, Clay.
Absolutely. We love what we do, and decorating your windows is a huge thing these days, so I'm glad to be here.
So one of the neat things, Brandon, is you guys are all over Middle Tennessee and you have stores specific to the different areas.
We do, yeah. So this year Budget Blinds is celebrating its 30th anniversary. So there are 1,300 locations all across the country. Here in the Middle Tennessee area, we have 6 separate franchises that serve everywhere from the southern border with Kentucky all the way down to the border with Alabama. So definitely a good coverage for everybody, and we all take pride in the areas that we serve.
And we're in Murfreesboro right now, Clay, and in this gorgeous home. And I love how the homeowner chose to soften the look of their window treatments toward the back of the home, but they use those gorgeous plantation shutters in the front.
Yes, they are both great options and both very trendy. We're doing a lot of plantation shutters, and like you said, the Roman shades are a great way to kind of balance it out and soften the room at the same time.
And Brandon, you're probably seeing that a lot, people mixing up their choices of window treatments.
They are. So, the good thing about shutters is they provide a great base. Shutters can stand out on their own in a window, and they can live by themselves. We call them furniture for the window because they are that nice bulky piece that adds so much southern charm to a house. But like you said, adding a Roman shade like we see behind us, or even a roller shade that complements that, you can almost add anything, and a shutter will complement those very well.
And the last home that we were in, I loved how they used plantation shutters around the front of the door, but they used a shade in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of, even though they're close together, it still fit very well. It's very common and very trendy to put those side light shutters on because it's an easy way to cover those small windows like that. But that roller shade in the middle, being able to go all the way up, gives you nice light coming through that front door.
Clay, all of the colors in this home are very neutral, but you guys have a very diverse color palette when it comes to the fabrics that you use for the Roman shades.
Yes, we do, and one of the reasons people do a neutral color is because you can bring some color into the room through different things on the wall and furniture, but you can also bring some color into the room with a nice bold Roman shade, or have a Roman shade that's got a pattern on it and decorate your window that way. So there's a lot of different options you can go with Roman shades.
And Brandon, are you seeing a lot of trends right now in certain colors?
We are. So like we talked about the last house, right? Woven woods have become trendy, but Roman shades have kept up with them. So if a client wants to just kind of complement the other design in the space, they'll definitely go with a beige or a white or some shade of those two. But we've also seen some bold colors. So you'll see a blue that comes in, or a maroon is also another common color, and that ends up being the focal point of the room. So a lot of times when we're doing a design consultation with a client, we'll make sure we say, do you want that window treatment to be the focal point, or do you want it to complement the other design elements in the room? And so that's a big part of our consultation piece.
And you can really do that easily with window treatment, especially if you have an all white and gray kitchen. It would be really fun, Clay, to do a bold color like a cobalt blue, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to make the room feel up and energized and bring some life into the room. And one of the things we do that's, in my opinion, one of the most helpful things is we come to your home, we open up a book, and you get to flip through and feel and hold them up and choose the color that feels best to you.
And Brandon, lots of times there's design ratios. For example, we were with another company that does outdoor lighting, and your outdoor light fixtures should be 1/5 of the size of your door. Is there any type of ratio that homeowners should think about when they're choosing their window treatments?
Yeah, I think a lot of things you need to consider is the height of the room is one thing. What other design pieces do you have in the room? So if you have a nice rug in the room, you want to make sure that whatever fabric you choose for the window complements that, or doesn't add another layer to it that you maybe will offset what kind of design elements you already have in there. In this house, they did something interesting in the bedroom. They have we call it a tri-light cellular shade, and that adds some different layers to a single window piece, where you have a cellular shade coming up, but there's also a nice sheer piece on the top that allows some light to come through, but also gives them privacy throughout the day. So yeah, to your point, you definitely want to look at the different layers and the elements of the room and make sure there's not too much of one design piece or one fabric that kind of overtakes the space.
And Clay, I love that you come to the homeowner, so the homeowner doesn't have to bring all these different things to you. They don't have to worry about taking all these different pictures from different angles. They don't have to worry about what the lighting of the room's going to look like at different times, because you're there on site and can kind of give them a feel for their best options for their home.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the most common pieces of feedback that I get is, I'm so glad you're here and I was able to hold it up and to feel it and see exactly how this product works. So they have confidence in purchasing what they're going to buy. They know exactly how it's going to operate and how it's going to look in their house.
And Clay, why are shutters trending right now?
So we're doing a lot of shutters here in the Blackman community area, and one of the reasons is because people are really wanting their natural light. With plantation shutters, you have the option to tilt them shut and have that privacy, but they also can have larger louver sizes than your traditional blinds do, and that allows more light to come through. They're also much more durable, and they last a much longer time. So that's one of the reasons people are asking us to come out and show them the shutters. And they also have a lifetime, no questions asked warranty. And I believe we're the only ones who offer that. Is that right, Brandon?
That's true, yeah. So, but it's one thing that separates budget blinds from a lot of other folks is there's a 5-year no questions asked, which means no matter what happens, we're going to replace that for you in that one time in that 5 years. And that gives you peace of mind as the consumer that I can trust this because they stand behind it.
And some of the window treatments have warranties on top of that with the manufacturer.
That's correct. So most of the manufacturers offer a limited lifetime warranty, which in the state of Tennessee is 7 years. So you have that nice long warranty to back up all the products that we sell.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for being here with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.